Hey, praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord. How you guys doing?
Praise him.
Good. How are you?
Doing real good. How was you guys' day today?
It's going good.
Good. Busy
Uh-oh.
Wednesday.
Look. That was a
Wednesday is just the
pause.
Wednesday is that busy day during the middle of the week, getting
Right.
everything done, knocking it out.
Yeah.
Right. Dana, your day is good today?
And today was a good day. Still going, but it's been going good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Well, we
Good
want
day.
to welcome everybody to the Praise Reporter. Um, this month, we're doing Black History, My History. Again, we're the
Yes.
Praise Reporter. We are your host. I am Sawan. This is
Melinda.
And Dana.
right.
Hi.
Right.
They're like the Mickey Mouse
Hey,
Club.
y'all. Hey.
Right.
Right. We are a ministry of the Sanctuary of Praise International Ministries. We are located at 35 McNaughton Street in Akron, Ohio. Our pastor is the bishop.
The
The
bishop.
bishop, Bishop Dr. William B. Smith Sr. Our assistant pastor is Dr. Sherilyn M. Smith,
Whoop, whoop.
anointed
Yes.
bishop and
Amen.
first lady. Y'all know that. We all know that. Y'all know that they are just the most anointed, giving people ever. We love
Yeah.
them. We
Amen.
love our
Amen.
bishop and first lady.
Amen.
Amen. Our
Amen.
service times. Uh, we have service. We are in person. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. We are in person. We do have in person service now. We have limited capacity, of course, with the pandemic going on. So we are socially distant and you must wear your mask. But we have service at 11 a.m. every Sunday morning. We're in person and we do go live on Facebook and YouTube, here on Facebook and YouTube. So you're welcome to join us. We have our Bible study on Zoom every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and you're welcome to join us in that also. We share that link on Facebook every week. Every week we share that link on Facebook. So this month, the month of February, we're coming to the end of February, but this month we have been celebrating Black History Month and we've titled it Black History, My History. I've been enjoying myself. What about y'all?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
A
Love
lot of
Right,
it.
vital
I've been
information.
learning. I'm sorry, say it again.
A lot of vital information.
Yeah.
Right. I've been really enjoying it. And
Learn.
I think I saw one of the baby's t-shirt. I think it was Stefan's
Yeah.
t-shirt. I think his t-shirt said Black history or my history can't be contained in just 1 month.
That's
Right.
right.
I love
Yes.
that. And that what his t-shirt said. Did y'all see that? I thought that
Yeah.
was
Yes.
so great. I've been trying to get him on, so maybe we'll extend this another week because I want to get Stefan Phillips on so he can talk about. But I enjoy sitting next to him and talking to him a couple Sundays ago because everything he talked about, he's just a sponge and he's picking up every tidbit of information about Black history and he's repeating it. He knows it, and he's repeating it. It's just becoming a part of him, which I love it. I love it. So
Right.
I want to get him on. I may try and get him on next week. We may extend this another week or so. So I would love to recap everybody that we talked about, but I wouldn't do it justice. So if this is your first time joining us, check out our past broadcasts of this month. And we each took either a character, a time, I won't say a character, a person, a time, and we talked about Black history. Each of us did that every broadcast we did for the Praise Reporter. So check out those past broadcasts. We do it every Wednesday again at six o'clock every Wednesday. So check out those broadcasts and you'll see who we talked about. Because again, I would not do justice. And we had a lot of information, a lot of great
Yeah.
information. So
Yes.
check it out. Check it out. So tonight we've got some information. We're doing our history again, my history, Black history, my history. So who wants to go first?
Wait. Let me get my paper. Okay. Let's go, show. You normally go first, or do you go last? Either
Okay,
way,
well, you want me to
I'll
go
go
first then?
first. Okay.
Okay.
Wait. So, are you going first, or aren't you?
You said what do you want?
Okay.
You want me to
Okay.
go
I'll go
first?
first.
I can go first. I don't mind.
Okay. Go first.
Okay. So, instead of choosing a person, This week, I've chosen to talk about a moment in Black history. And so I think that just to me this year, it was just really amplified. The first time I had seen it was a few years ago when Dana and I visited Arizona. And it was the first time I had actually seen a, a festival or an outward acknowledgement
Yes.
of Juneteenth,
That was
right? So this year,
years ago.
um, right, it was a few years ago. One of the first times, the parents have been in Arizona about 13, 15 years. I think they were, how many years have they been there now? Well, dad's there now. So,
Next month to be
um,
17 years.
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
So it was one of the first visits we had to Arizona. And they had a festival celebration, and we had visited in the month of June.
For
I think it
Father's
was the
Day. It was
first
the
time we had
very
went
first
because
time.
it
Yep.
was the very first time we visited them when they moved to Arizona. And so I think they moved in March and we were there in June,
Yep.
right?
We surprised
So
Daddy for Father's
um,
Day.
we surprised Daddy for Father's Day, exactly. And there was a festival. We're trying to find something to do. That's what we always do whenever we visit new places. We want to try. We want to get into the neighborhood, see what's going on. Find the culture of the city we're in. Something fun to do. So we saw Juneteenth and trying to figure out what is Juneteenth, right? So we ended up in a suburb of Phoenix. Festival. They had a festival, a Juneteenth festival, and
Wow.
so that just brings back, just that happening. And then this year, well, I was saying 2020, we saw it more. We saw more about Juneteenth. So I'm talking about, and I don't think in the past years we had seen anything about Juneteenth, but because
Right.
of the racial unrest that and the racial disparities and everything that was going on, that is still going on, but just was highlighted in 2020. I mean, it came to like a peak in 2020. Um, Juneteenth was really prominent in the month of June. So I
Yeah.
want to talk about Juneteenth, which
Yeah.
is Juneteenth is a combination of the month of June and the 19th. So Juneteenth, and what it is it's the day that well we like to call it, or it's when the slaves were actually free. So let me explain that a little bit more. So in 1963, 1863, not 19, 1863, we all know Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, right? Was that it? Or is it Getty?
No, that's
Yeah.
right.
So
Emancipation Party.
freeing all the slaves in 1863, Abraham Lincoln did. Well, that was 1863. In Texas, there were still slaves. The news did not reach Texas until almost 2.5 years later. So when it reached Texas, the Union troops had made it to Texas, and they said, "Well, Lincoln signed this, and the slaves are free. We're free." So it's when, if you want to say when everybody gets, because even still, there were still two states that were still actively participating in slaves,
Right.
uh, even after uh, June 19th, 1865. So June 19th, 1865, troops made it to the Union troops made it to Texas, Galveston, Texas, and told the slave owners that the slaves are free. And so that is how come we celebrate, or why we celebrate Juneteenth, and why we say it is the actual, um, they call it Emancipation Day, Jubilee Day, because that's when everyone got free or was free, and when everyone was free, all of the slaves were free. And I'm sorry, I have so much going on, y'all, but I'm trying to tell y'all about Juneteenth. So when everyone's free, and on June 19th, 1865, they made that proclamation. And so not only were the slaves free on the east side, but now you got the southwest side also, right? You
West
got the west
Side.
side,
Right.
right? So now all of the slaves are free. Again, like I said, there were still two states that were still actively participate, participating in slavery, and it took them a couple of months before they actually freed their slaves. So That is why we celebrate Juneteenth. That's when all of the slaves, when the news made it to the West or to Texas, the Union troops made it to Texas 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation to say that we were free, that the slaves were free, that you could no longer have slaves anymore. So Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865. So this year on June 19th, I'm gonna have a party.
It's
They say they celebrate with festivals,
Right? That's what it
carnivals,
was.
barbecues, picnics. Right. It's really a celebration of freedom. So this past year in 2020, I got a couple of shirts. So I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go all out this year. So Juneteenth.
Love it.
That's my
that's
Black History moment.
all right now.
During my history. That's really our
Right.
history. Yeah.
Right.
That's a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
see if I can. I'm gonna leave you guys on.
What's up?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Who's next?
So, my person is Dr. Kimberly N Frazier. Um, and Dr. Kimberly, this goes to my field, my field of study. So I'm a licensed professional counselor with the state of Ohio, and we are governed by well, let me not say governed. Our code of ethics is from the American Counseling Association. So everything that I should do and can't do, and how my license can be pulled, and all of that great stuff that I really want to stay away from. But how I should practice as a counselor, our code of ethics is from the American Counseling Association. And this is only one of several counseling associations. You have the National Christian Counseling Association, just different. But this is the one that governs most. And it says, okay, so I'm talking about Dr. Kimberly N Frazier. And the reason why I said that is because she is an African American, a Black woman, and she has been elected the president elect of the American Counseling Association for 2021 through 2022.
Yes.
So, right. And so she begins as the president elect on July 1st, 2021. And then she will begin serving as the 71st president of the American Counseling Association on July 1st, 2022. Now, what makes this so amazing is that she is over the world's largest association, exclusively representing professional counselors in various practices and settings. So there are 56 different divisions or regions that the American Counseling Association is in within the United States. And there are also international branches. So
Okay.
this amazing woman, Dr. Kimberly N Frazier, is over all of these branches nationally and internationally
That is so
within
good.
within the American Counseling Association. And it's
Right.
amazing. I love the fact she's a national certified counselor, and she's also a licensed marriage and family therapist. I know some of those. And
Mm.
she's a member of the Association for Multicultural Counseling. And she also serves on different boards within the American Counseling Association. She's a reviewer for the Journal of the Association of Multicultural Counseling and Development. And she was also a past president for the Multicultural Counseling and Development. And what that is within the ACA, and ACA is the abbreviation for American Counseling Association. So within the ACA, there are different divisions that you can belong to, almost like specific things that interest you. So you have to pay to be a member, or if you're a student, it's a lesser cost or whatever. So one of the association I'm with is ACER, and that has to do with spiritual, religious, ethics, in counseling.
Okay.
Well, she's part of the multicultural side of it. That's one of the specialties that she's part of, and that she was at one point president over. Well, she's no longer president over that, because now she's president over the largest exclusively association for counseling professionals. So
Wow.
I
I
love it.
think that right, Dr. Kimberly N Frazier. And one thing that she is
Uh,
big on, she's big on diversity and leadership,
Mhm.
and she's big on clinical involvement and representation and student involvement and representation. She thinks this is the lifeblood of the organization, which diversity
oh,
is,
that's
ethics is,
yes,
ethnicity
it is.
is. It's the lifeblood of any organization. If people would just grasp that,
Right.
that you need diversity. You cannot just live by your views and your opinions alone. That's not the world, and I want to say I'm honored, I'm happy, I'm thrilled that there is a woman that looks like me, over an
Right.
organization that
A
basically
queen.
holds my life in their hands.
Right.
I'm not putting them in the place of God. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying holding my career in their hands. You know what I mean? And I have someone that looks like me and that understands the trials and the things that myself as a woman and as an African American Black woman goes through. So
That's a
Dr. Kimberly,
wonderful example for you.
right?
I
Amazing
love it.
example. I love it too. Love it. So I'm going to be looking up her more and researching her out more, and I don't know, figure out how to meet her. And yeah,
Right.
I think it's amazing. Yeah.
Walking as a queen
Right?
in her profession.
Yes.
Professional profession. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Right.
I love it. I love it. So all those of you that are in the counseling field, get to know this woman. Get to know her. Yes.
Now say her name again. Say her
Doc,
name.
Dr. Kimberly N Frazier, and that's Frazier, and
See?
it's
Yep.
for
Okay.
American Counseling Association, or ACA.
Love it.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
love it. Yes, ma'am.
Kimberly N Frazier.
Kimberly N
All
Frazier.
right, Lynn. What you got for us tonight?
So I have Mark Hanna. He contributes to the creation of 3D and special effects in movies.
Oh yeah.
He studied electrical engineering at the Illinois Institute of Technology, and with a scholarship from AT&T Bell Laboratories. And he later received his master's degree and his PhD from Stanford University.
Yes.
His programs are like really, really great, but I'm gonna list some movies that you're familiar with that has his work. Jurassic Park,
Okay.
Aladdin,
Oh.
Beauty and the Beast, The
Yes.
Hunt for Red October, Field of
Okay.
Dreams,
Oh, I love it.
Terminator 2. And he's the Nintendo 64 game system. He helped create that. And he
Oh,
did
cool.
he also does research in engineering and medicine.
You better
That
go.
is Mark Hanna. And he's not that, he's
Mark.
not an older guy. He was born in Chicago in 1956. So shout out to the creation of 3D and special effects in movies. And I just got to put a sidebar. I'm proud of my cousin. His name is Vaughn. He used to work for Warner Brother Pictures. He used to draw
Yes.
cartoons for Tiny Toons, but now he works and is the 3D stenographer for Sony Pictures. So shout out
Yes.
to my cousin who's been doing that for a long time. And he worked on like
Right.
Scotty with the Fancy Meatballs and San Andreas with the rock. But, when it was an earthquake and a building, he did that too. I know, girl. I know the rock. So shout out to those 3D special effect guys. Mark Hanna.
Wow.
Yes.
Mark
Yes.
Hanna.
You
I
know, when
love
These
you
it.
are
saw
things that we need to
Jurassic
honor.
Park, how real it looks, and then he did Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. And I remember Field of Dreams because everything looks so real.
I love
And I
Field
always
of
thought
Dreams.
that Terminator 2, I always thought that was, different when we got to go to Universal Studios and see it. Everything looks so real. So that 3D and the special effects is so cool. So shout out to Mark Hanna.
Yes.
And I've been
Mark
telling
Hanna.
And
yeah,
Cousin Vaughn.
Yes, African American.
I love this.
Right.
Yeah, I'm serious. We can't be contained to just 1 month. This just can't be contained to 1 month. So
Yeah.
we may extend this into March, y'all. I'm just saying if y'all are open to it.
I'm in agreement with it.
Open.
I'm all open. It's like the more I started researching, the more stuff I started finding out, and I was like, that's really good.
Right,
So
Yeah.
right.
thinking outside the
So
box, like they were really thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
They
Right.
just weren't contained to just little small things, but just the movies alone, the movies that I've enjoyed, and to be a part of that, creating the special effects and the 3D work is so cool.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, ladies,
Crazy.
ladies. So next week we're gonna do it again. So if there's anybody, and we open this up, we say this every week. We said this at, we say it at church. If there's
Yep.
anybody who would like to join us on the broadcast and would like to share a Black History moment, a Black History person, a person in Black History, your history. If there's anybody who would like to join us, just let us know. Put it in the comments, email us, text us. Let us know that you want to come on and
Yes.
share a moment in Black history. Or if you're that history and you want to share what you're doing, you
Yes.
know, I
Let's
love
go.
it. I'm for it. I'm here for all of this Black magic, this Black girl magic
Yes.
and Black boy joy. I am here for all of it, y'all. I'm here for
Yes.
all of it. So if you would like to join us, just let us know. Let us know, and we'll gladly add you on and let you talk about talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Yes.
about it, right?
Right.
So when you
So
said
again,
my history,
hmm
I thought about all the things that my grandmother did, and I feel like some of her creativity and the things that she did
hmm
was passed. It skipped over me, and it went to
yeah,
some creativity for certain things because of my field, but the things that even my daughter does. I think I want to talk about that next week
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
history. It's a part of my history. It's a part of my bloodline, my DNA. So I think I
Yeah.
will.
right.
That's
I
a good
love it.
idea. When you said my history,
I love it.
I've been thinking, what
Right.
is my history?
Black
But
history.
then it just hit
This
me
is
like
my history.
all this stuff my grandma did, my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live out this history every day.
Every day. This
This
beautiful
is
blackness.
this is me. This
Every
beautiful
day.
blackness, right? Every day,
Every
every
day.
day.
Yes.
Love it. All right,
Talking
ladies.
black
So
beauty. Who
again,
you talking to?
right?
Yes.
No, look, no, Dana, no. You a pretty little black girl.
Yes, I am. That's what my grandmother would tell me.
Yes,
Yeah. I would have this
Oh,
issue
yes,
with people staring at me, and so, and even still, and God itself, and be like, "What are you looking at? Who are you looking at?"
they're in
And
the
my
matrix.
grandmother would say, my grandmother would say, "Dana, they're staring because you're a pretty little black girl. You're a pretty little black girl." So those that follow
hmm
me on Twitter, I mean on Instagram or something else, my handle is I'm a pretty little black girl because my history. That's what my grandmother would tell me.
Oh,
That I had an
everybody's
issue
looking.
with
yes.
my color, you know. Living in Twinsburg, I went to an all I was there were three black students in my class from first grade to fifth grade, and I had this issue with my color. One of my teachers picked on me because of my hair. My mother checked that, but picked on me because of my hair. I had an issue with that. My daddy would tell me how pretty I was, and then my grandmother would say, "You're a pretty little black girl," and so I'm a pretty little black girl. I don't know who y'all talking to.
I know
A
that's
That's
pretty little
right.
black girl.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's history. That's my
That's
history.
history.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, ladies. So we're gonna do it next week again.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
okay. And again, we are the Praise Reporter. We are a ministry of the Sanctuary of Praise International Ministries, located
Yes,
in Akron, 35 McNaughton Street. Our pastor is Bishop Dr. William B. Smith Sr.
yeah.
Our assistant pastor is First Lady Dr. Sherlyn M. Smith. You are welcome to join us every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. We do have in person, but if you don't feel comfortable joining us in person, you are welcome to join us online. We go live every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. You're welcome to join us on Zoom for Bible study. We do Bible study every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. So we'll be going on Zoom. Trying to figure this out. We'll be going on Zoom for Bible study, and Bishop is teaching a new lesson, our worst enemies, right? So
Yeah.
you're welcome to join us on Zoom. We shared that link over on Facebook, so you are welcome to join us. You're welcome to join us on intercessory prayer. I can't see what time it is because my phone is little, so I can't see. It's 6:34. So
Yes.
we started prayer already. 6:30. 701-802 5455 is the number. The access code 845-6446. You are welcome to join us there also for intercessory prayer. We're going to end tonight. We're going to end this session of Black History, My History. Join us next week. We're going to
Please
continue.
do.
We are going to
Yes.
continue. We're going to continue this because this is our history. And we are loving it. We're loving it. We're loving talking about us,
Loving it.
right? Loving it. So join us next week. If you've liked what you heard, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit like, you know, do all of that, right?
Right.
Like us on Facebook, all of that. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I had a good time. Good time. And we'll see you all next week. All right. All right. Dana, I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.